The U.S. Supreme Court has banned colleges from favoring blacks on the ground of race and forcing companies to hold guides. How does one-man government deal with the similar problem? The U.S. Supreme Court on Thursday, June 29, 2023, struck down the practice of affirmative action in the college admission and ruled that it is unconstitutional to consider a student's race to help determine who is admitted to an institution of higher college. The next day, the U.S. Supreme Court dealt a major blow to LGBTQ rights on Friday, June 30, 2023, by ruling that a Colorado civil rights law which compels companies and organizations to treat same-sex couples equally is in violation of the right of free speech. Before considering whether colleges or companies should be mandated to provide preferential treatment or service to certain groups of people, you need to know that all our topic revolve around one-man government. It's a matter beyond the scope of one-man government. It's useless to discuss whether it should be or not. First of all, a one-man government can require colleges and companies to abide by setting up some regulation, including preferential treatment of certain groups of people and fair reception of all people. But a one-man government does not have the resource to monitor compliance of colleges and companies. However, reports from third-party regulators, news media, and citizens can inform a one-man government of violations by colleges and companies. Once violations are discovered, whether one-man government has sufficient power to deal with or punish the offending institution is our second concern. If the college and company does not obey the one-man government, that one-man government has no right to intervene in the operation of the college or company. Rewarding good and punishing evil is our basic means of dealing with problems. Therefore, we should explore whether a one-man government has the means to reward good and punish evil to colleges and companies. Let's pretend the colleges and companies deliberating confront the one-man government. Does the one-man government have checks and balances? The answer is yes. The one-man government can increase their operating costs by hitting the reputation of the college or company, restricting the college or company from using the currency issued by the one-man government. The one-man government wants to damage the reputation of a college or a company. Then, the government must have the greater credibility. If the candidate of the one-man government is the only public institution elected by the people, then we can say that unless the offender is the one-man government, then the one-man government is the most credible institution in society. So the one-man government has the ability to crack down on private institutions. Secondly, a one-man government can issue currency to circulate in the world. Does that one-man government have the executive power to restrict the use of currency by the colleges and companies? If the currency is cash, the one-man government cannot restrict any person or institution from using the currency for transaction. But if the one-man government issues digital currency, then the one-man government can restrict anyone from using digital currency through internet. Now, we want to know whether by hitting the reputation of an institution or a company can restricting their use of currency, can they be forced to obey the regulation issued by the one-man government? The answer is no, because spoiling the reputation and restricting the use of currency is not possible to force a closure of a college or company. But the one-man government can ask its supporters to stop dealing with this institution, increasing their operation difficulty and cost. But if the opponent of the one-man government insists on dealing with these institutions, they can maintain their operations, and the one-man government is helpless. Although a one-man government can fully interfere with a manageable policy of the college and companies, is that one-man government less effective than the U.S. government? In fact, the U.S. Supreme Court cannot interfere with the company policy of the college and company. Although the U.S. Supreme Court prohibits the college from favoring based on grounds of race, the college can circumvent Supreme Court's ban on other grounds. Colleges may use the other grounds in the evaluation of interview or personal statements, such as leadership, creativity, self-confidence, etc., to implement evaluation discrimination to increase the evaluation of certain groups of people or devalue the evaluation of specific groups of people. Therefore, the U.S. Supreme Court cannot pass an injunction to prohibit colleges from preferential admitting blacks on the grounds of race. The effectiveness of the ban is made worse by the reputation of one-man government. Likewise, the Colorado civil rights law that mandates companies or organizations to treat same-sex groups equally can be circumvented, along as companies engage in price discrimination, charging an unacceptable price to a certain group of people. Companies can indirectly reject specific groups of people. Courts cannot enforce cooperating pricing. In practice, colleges and companies can circumvent the regulation. In terms of philosophy, should we intervene the management policy of college or the company? Ideally, if academic or cooperation do not violate the rights of others, we should not interfere with their operation. Is the college the company to give preference to blacks on the grounds of race? If this policy is wrong, the college will be punished by the market, and its reputation and income will be damaged. But the people believe that the academics, especially the good ones, monopolize knowledge and admission fee to high society. When colleges favor blacks, it hurt the interests of other races. As an Asian, I know American colleges discriminate against my race, but without the recognition of academics, I would not be unable to acquire knowledge or enter higher society. A degree is only proof of learning experience, not proof of learning ability. A degree is only the added value of a person, not the inherent value of a person. If you are willing to learn, You can gain knowledge in other ways. If you are good enough, higher society will invite you to join. The college does not monopolize knowledge at the ticket to enter upper class. It just chose to give more help to certain groups of people, and that is its right. If we limit its rights, we violate its rights. The essence of the reputation of the college comes not from the management policy of the college, but from the graduates of the college. If a college discriminates against other ways because it favors blacks, the standard of its graduates will decline. The reputation of the college will also deteriorate. It is true that we have found in the market that there's a decline of the level of graduate in college. The college reputation has also deteriorated. When companies are recurring employees, the importance of academic qualification is become less and less. Excellent people do not lose the opportunity to develop their strength due to the academic qualifications. I am against the supreme law of the United States banning colleges from preferential admitting blacks on the grounds of race, but I support the U.S. Supreme Court ban on forcing companies to accept homosexuals. The operating policy of college and company are their rights, and they should not infringe on their rights. The U.S. Supreme Court has banned the Freedom Company. The U.S. Supreme Court has banned the freedom of the company to operating on the ground that it violates the right of free speech. From this, we can issue the desired flaw of the law of the United States. Freedom to operate is not the freedom of speech. Freedom to operate is the freedom to provide service, and it's a human right. If we force a person or an institution to provide service to a certain group of people, it is a form of forced labor. If the legal justification is for forcing companies to host homosexuals, it's not violation of free speech, but abolitionism.